August 20th, 2021. In April, my co-writer Debbie Hogue, and I'm going to say her name, became aware of I made the videos of our encounter with Bundy here in Jacksonville in June of 1967. I wonder now if she can see the problems that I have. You have every single person against you. It's too far away. He wouldn't have said Theodore. He was too young. It wasn't the right color vehicle. He wouldn't have displayed a gun. Everything, Debbie, everything. And now Mr. Bob Robert Keppel has passed away in June. I feel really bad about that. He had something similar to my brother, probably congestive heart failure with edema, a C-cyst. My brother had that a couple times and had to be hospitalized. He had congestive heart failure, and his legs would swell up and stuff. And he had a poor diet. I mean, I'm sorry to say. And then Mr. Keppel, though, had a bad knee, and I was thinking about that in the tub, that Terry, one of my coworkers, had a machine that if your knees were bad, you could, it was sort of like a rowing machine, but you actually bent over forward, back and forth, back and forth. You could work up a sweat. Of course, there's swimming, and I guess you could brace your knee and mow the yard and do things to make yourself sweat. Because I do believe working out to the point where you sweat gets rid of a lot of poisons in your system. And I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry to hear about Mr. Carlisle. And it leaves you with a few. And you get this morose feeling. But I know in my heart that sooner or later this will be out. I mean, it happened. And like Bonnie said, you don't forget it. And it was a series of circumstances that we didn't tell. You weren't a rat fink. You weren't a tattletale. Your friend said not to tell. You rip it out of your diary. And then another author says, well, you should have run to the police. My mother was an immigrant from Germany, basically. We were in a town that was not our own. My father was from Mississippi. My mom was from Philadelphia. I don't think either of them graduated from high school. And Debbie was in a situation where her father was a commander at Nassau, and her mother was a hostess in a bar playing the organ. So she's not going to tell because it could be a custody decision. Okay, that's one thing too many. We're going to have to rearrange the living situation, which would have been devastating for Mrs. H because she would have ended up not able to afford the electric, the house. She had 3 daughters. And so it was just an encounter. My problem is I wonder if there was an additional short-term encounter with Bundy and the 3 girls and her family. I don't know. I really don't know that. But you don't forget. You don't forget. My IQ's 130 basically. Up or down, it's about 130. I just took one the other day. It was 127. So I don't know. You tell me. I don't know what to do. I can take a polygraph. I can be hypnotized. There's not a lot more I can do. I had a guy writing me curved glass, and I think it might have been Bob Keppel. Sometimes he would write on there things and comment, and it was curved glass, which is, like a magnifying glass, which, in Watts, Watson or whatever, the guy always a detective novel would have a magnifying glass or bifocal. All right. Well, y'all have a good day. All right. If you put vinegar on a wart, it'll go away after a while. You have to put a Band-Aid over vinegar. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, the COVID, the Delta variant. I was wondering, I said, well, why is it, what's the variant? And you have these little thrown balls that look like apple gum thorns or whatever. Well, on the Delta variant, there's more of those prongs. In other words, on the regular variant, there's probably just as many prongs, but they're not active. In other words, those prongs, like beggar's life, attach to various cells and things in your body. Well, in the Delta virus, all the prongs are active. In the regular variant, there's not as many prongs, so it's got 50% more prongs that can attach to things. Your throat mucus, your nose mucus, and on down to your lungs. But the thing is, masks still are just as good. If you have a cloth mask and it's 50% protective, and the person you're talking to has a mask, it's 50, you got 100% protection. So any fool that goes into a bar, a bank, a car dealership, you're going to get new tires, wear your mask. You're going to be talking to a stranger about getting new tires. Wear your damn mask. I wear a mask when I'm in the gym. I wear a mask when I go in a convenience store. Use your brain. If you're a 12th grader, 11th grader, 10th grader, if you're going to be in a close study group, wear your mask. Wear it when you can. Wear your mask as much as you can, whether it's Delta or regular. You're still going to prevent it from getting inside you in the first place. All right. Masks are good. And every now and then, I don't put that sanitizer on my hands either. I wear gloves. And I do occasionally put sanitizer on the gloves. And if I'm at a long day at the stadium, I put the sanitizer on my gloves and then I pat my mask a little. In case any of it's floated onto my mask, I figure the sanitizer can kill it on the mask surface. But I worry about these kids putting that sanitizer on their hands all the time. That's got to be doing something to their liver or something anyway. All right, bye-bye.